Hello and welcome to WeLearn. This is Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 6, Fiscal Policies, Equity and Social Justice of Financial Administration. So, topic to be covered are Introduction, Fiscal Policies, meaning objective of fiscal policies in operation, some highlights, fiscal policy, equity and social justice. So, first of all, introduction. At the very beginning, the first question that basically arises in our mind, what's the need of this particular unit in our syllabi? So हम इसको पढ़ते क्यों हैं, इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट क्यों हुई, फिजिकल पॉलिसीज होता क्या है, इक्विटी होता क्या है और सोशल जस्टिस क्या होता है, इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन हमारे माइंड में अराइज होते हैं. सो द फिजिकल पॉलिसीज कंसर्न विद rising financial resources and spending them, and second one is public debit operation to influence the economic activities of the community in desired way. So it is concerned with the allocation of resources between the public and private sector and their use in accordance with the national objective and priorities. Basically जो फिजिकल पॉलिसीज़ में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो हमारे पास प्राइवेट सेक्टर है और जो पब्लिक सेक्टर है उनके बीच में रिसोर्सेज को ऐसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना कि सो डैट कि उनका जो कोऑर्डिनेशन होता है वो भी बहुत अच्छे से हो पाए और जो उनका मेन गोल होता है कि नेशनल इनकम में पार्टिसिपेट करना है वो भी अचीवेबल हो सके. सो नाउ मूव टू दिस पर्टिकुलर स्लाइड. द टर्म फिजिकल हैज बीन डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड फिस्क फॉर बास्केट विच सिंबलाइज the tendency or the public purse, जो ट्रेजरी और पब्लिक पर्स को रिप्रेजेंट करता है. सो इट सिंपली मीन्स द एक्सचेक और गवर्नमेंट ट्रेजरी. Fiscal policy is that part of economic policies which is mainly concerned with revenues and expenditure of governments. It often includes public debit, resources are raised through taxes, non-taxes resources and borrowing within the country and from abroad. The policies that the government pursues in respect of raising revenue, levying taxes on income, commodities, services, export, import and those relating to public expenditure have tremendous impact on economy. Now move to our next slide. Next slide contains fiscal policies meaning. So broadly speaking, fiscal policies concerned with raising and spending financial resources and public debit operation to influence the economic activities of community in desired way. It is also concerned with allocation of resources between the public and private sectors and their use in accordance with the national objective and priorities. It aims at using its three major instruments, taxes, public expenditure and public debit, as balancing factor in the development of economy. According to the Paramchand, formulation of fiscal policies presumes the identification and clear recognition of institutional aspects of government finance such as tax system, their incidence and shifting budget formulation and execution and financial management. Since the state has come to occupy pivotal role in the economic development of country, fiscal policies being increasingly used, though a policy of taxation of income, community, import and export as well as design policies of public expenditure. Now move to our next slide. ऑब्जेक्टिव. देखिए हम लोग फिजिकल की ऑब्जेक्टिव की बात करते हैं तो इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या रहेगा, सबसे पहला है टू इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन. सो देखिए इसमें बेसिकली क्या है, इन ऑर्डर टू प्रमोट एंड सस्टेन इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट द रेट ऑफ कैपिटल formation has to be much higher than prevailing in most of the underdeveloped countries. A high rate of economic growth sustained over a large period in an essential condition for achieving a rising level of living. सेकेंड पॉइंट है यहाँ पे रिडक्शन इन द इकोनॉमिक inequalities of income and wealth. So, the major contribution of fiscal policies consist in minimizing the adverse contribution impact of government policies. For instance, in a developing country like India, the need for a alleviation of poverty is self-evident. There is, however, yet no evidence the process of economic development has had any positive economic impact on improvement of these classes. Next है हमारे पास balanced growth. So, a primary feature of economic scenario in developing country is their extensive dependence on agriculture rather than on industries and another non-agriculture occupation. The process of economic development gives rise to a greater variety of economic occupation, lesser dependence on land and need to provide employment to additional labor which result from mounting population pressure. Fourth point is economic and social overhead. So, fiscal policies has to be so formulated that adequate resources are available to the government for funding social expenditure which benefit the poor. Heavy investment have been made in infrastructure for sustaining growth in agriculture and industries. Next है control of inflation. So there are various causes of inflation. So there can be too much money in the hands of people and too few goods and services available for buying. The increase in the government expenditure result in increase in payroll of the salaries, wages, purchase of goods and services. This puts more income in the hand of people. An increase in wages of industrial worker also increase money income. Wages also constitute cost of input. If the cost goes up, so the price do. Next है progressive tax structure. Taxes and subsidies have direct consequence for the poor to extent that they bear the burden of taxes or benefit from the subsidies. देखिए जो सब्सिडीज़ और जो टैक्सेस होती हैं वो एक बहुत ज़्यादा डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट डालती हैं ऑन द पीपल जो मेनली पॉवर्टी लाइन के बिलो में रहते हैं. सो जो उनको गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडीज़ प्रोवाइड करती है डेट इज़ द बेसिक हैप्पीनेस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर पीपल्स. लाइक जो पुअर पीपल होते हैं उनको सब्सिडी प्रोवाइड की जाती है लाइक इन डोमेस्टिक, और उनको सब्सिडी प्रोवाइड की जाती है एजुकेशन में, उनको सब्सिडी प्रोवाइड की जाती है लाइक टैक्सेस में. सो दीज आर द सम ऑफ द बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ फिस्कल. नेक्स्ट है फिस्कल पॉलिसीज ऑपरेशन सम हाईलाइट्स. सबसे पहला है कंट्रोल ऑन इन्फ्लेक्शन. बेसिकली इन्फ्लेक्शन होता क्या था कि हमारे पास जो खूब सारा पैसा हो गया लोगों के हाथ में और जो परचेज करने के लिए गुड्स हैं और सर्विसेज हैं वो अवेलेबल नहीं है, वो कम रह जाती हैं. डेट इज़ नोन एज इन्फ्लेक्शन. सो हमें इन्फ्लेक्चुएशन के ऊपर कंट्रोल रखना चाहिए. सो करंटली इन्फ्लेक्चुएशन हैज़ बीन डिस्क्राइब एट मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट प्रॉब्लम दैट द इकोनॉमी इज फेस्ड विद. A number of demand pull and the cost pull factor has been mentioned as potential causes. The inflationary squeeze is led mainly by agriculture goods. The price of manufactured goods have not yet kept pace with average inflation and has lagged well behind the rise of agriculture prices. So, the excess demand pressure in the economy were primarily generated by expansionary fiscal policies of the center and government. Firstly, the invest expenditure of government has far exceeded their saving. The demand for government represented by its excess over saving has met from these resources like domestic, foreign and borrowing reserve Bank of India. Next है balance of payments. So the domestic and external sector of economy are interrelated. When domestic income is equal to domestic expenditure, the external accounts are in balance. Excess domestic demand causes an excess of investment. Over saving leads to domestic inflation. It has also resulted in deflect in the balance of payment. India entered the decade of 90s with the large internal and external financial imbalance which made the economy highly vulnerable to external shocks. Next, fiscal policies in operation. फर्स्ट है कट इन एक्सपेंडिचर, एक्सपेंडिचर में कट ऑफ करना. जैसे नेम ने सजेस्ट किया वैसा ही ये काम करता है. यहाँ पे एक एग्जाम्पल से और कुछ स्टैटिकल डेटा से इसको शो किया गया है. एवर सिंस द बिगनिंग ऑफ प्लानिंग ईरा इन इंडिया द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर हैज इंक्रीज्ड अनॉर्मली. The total expenditure, which was rupees 5 to 9 crores in 1950 to 1951, has gone rupees 1 arab 99 crores in 1992 to 1993, an increase of 2 to 5 times. Revenue expenditure has grown at a faster rate. It went up from rupees 347 crore to 89 arab 570 crores in 1992 to 1993. So capital expensive however grew at the slower pace. जो expenditure है वो slower पे increase हो रहा है. Even जो हमारे पास growth थी वो यहाँ पे increase होने लगी है. So according to the long term fiscal policies, the major contribution of fiscal policies to poverty alleviation has to come through an effective program for mobilization of external resources, for improving the social and economic services, for financing the heavy investments in infrastructure. The anti-poverty program and social services have been financed by the government. So now question for all of you people. At the very beginning my first question is, what is the central concern of fiscal policies? What are the major aspects of government finance and fiscal policies is concerned with? How has fiscal policies helped in reducing inequalities of income? So today we will wind up our session here. Next we will discuss in our next class. Till then, happy learning, we learning.